That's okay. I don't mind. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Hi YouTube once again. All right, everyone. Let's go ahead and pop up the last few things. I should probably do a little in Discord. Mark. At streams. At late night lucky enjoyers. We switched to LNL. Beep. There we go. There we go, matey. Let's pull up Krita. And I highly advise everybody grab a pillow, grab a blanket, get settled in, or, you know, if you got your own set of work to do, pull your shit up alongside me and we'll get some stuff done, yeah? Sounds like a plano. I don't need to worry about ads at least. See if we can finish this. File. Open recent. Okay, let's switch over now. L and L. You know what? I did forget one little setup thing. My bad, my bad. Me fix. Trust. And microphone is not having it right now. There we go. All better. Here we go. Oh, man. Close, close. What if we need to turn all of this off at the same time? Toggle layer visibility. There we go. How's it going, Auris? You having a good night? Happy Monday to you. We did like a lot of go hear the color. Also need to bring my chat down here. How do you eep without eeping? You just close your eyelids and smile occasionally. Tends to work, you know? You're doing all right. Hey, shit, we'll take all right. I don't mind. We need continuous here. Man. Yeah, I'm so fucking cooked right now. That's crazy. Dude, one sec, chat. That's not quite how I wanted it. Oh, you asked for bad advice? I'm gonna be so honest with you. I didn't even see the thing. So let me fix it, RQ. Would you say how do you eep without eeping? Generally, the best strat you can do is you could take a chainsaw, you could hook it up to a ceiling fan, right? And you like turn it on, the ceiling fan and the chainsaw. You sit down in like a bar stool chair, and you wait for the chainsaw to rapidly approach your neck, and then once it reaches you, the problem is resolved and you can eat without eating. Huh? You see? I know, it's a solid strat, trust. Walk-in gamer. I want... Thanks for the pity bits. And a bonk? A pat and a bonk. What is happening? I'm being abused. I'm being used and abused right now. I don't like it. Pick a lane. I'm getting whiplash from the treatment here. I don't know what to believe anymore. Man, I kind of want to play more Digimon, but I'm just like so fucking beat. I don't want to read anymore. Holy shit, is that Taro with the big 18? What the fuck?
I think we'll get along perfectly.
Thank you, Tara. Y'all have been so nice to me lately. I mean, you're always nice to me, y'all, but like, I don't know what the hell's happening. Y'all be just fucking wasting your monies. Thanks for the pity pats, Tiger. Ain't you supposed to be playing fucking Valheim, y'all? You made a new basement for your house? Hell yeah. Your entire house. Is that where the Christmas tree wound up? Why are you bonking me, Chip? Tara's been staying in the basement. Right where they belong. Put the trash monkey in the basement. I guess Tara didn't like the new art or the colored art I did of the character. I asked a question and you just say yes. Okay. Nah, I'm just fucking with you, Tara. I was giving you shit. I didn't say nothing, just. You're casting away again in Margaritaville. I'm a motherfucker. That's motherfuckerly. They always had the little wieners and barbecue sauce chat. Did you know that? Bum, bum, bum. I guess I'd BRB, but I just assume they're lost to the Tale of Time right now. The Tale of Time being, what's it called? Burb? Why are you burbing me? Are you BRBing too? Bird. Now I saw a bird. It was pretty. Whee. And I gotta shadow this RQ. Here. That's what I'm talking about. I already shared that shit. The fuck? I don't think I did. Kinda want. Carol, you killed 3 trolls today? Why are we just casually murdering the local wildlife? The fuck? Do you have like a purpose in life? Like, have fun, peace, prosper, head us. You know? I don't think murder is part of the... Do I? Do I have a purpose in life? Not to kill fucking poor trolls that didn't do nothing to nobody. You know? I'm saying, don't you like want to like fucking be friends with them and prosper and shit? You know? Choose peace instead of violence. They went after you? What do you mean by this? Are you sure? Have you been taking your medicine? I don't know. Sounds kind of sketch to me, gamer. I just like to imagine the trolls are like, what the fuck, dude? You have 6 stacks of troll leather? Shoosh. You be rolling in that fine mink. Gonna hook a motherfucker up? By a motherfucker, I mean nin. It's useless? Oh, because you got better stuff now. I forgot you power scaled very quickly. Skipping parts. There might be too much shadow there, but that's okay. You can skip shit. So aggressive. For what? I skip shit. There's no what's it called? No harm in that. There's no what's it called? No shame. All we got was a free bronze pick and a bit of troll leather from that. And everything else from Taiga. It's funny. It's just a bronze pick. Just a bronze pick. Control leather. And then Taiga stuff. True. I got a ton of free stuffs. I got a fireplace. I got a bunch of like wood. Maybe not so much the wood actually, but I did get like a few tools in the start. I got a nicer bow from Naps. Iga gave me the fireplace. Iga helped me build the fucking stacks on the top of my house. It was fun. I will say it is a lot easier to get rock with a pickaxe than the starting way. Definitely a big difference there. But in my opinion, a lot of that should be like just straight up skipped anyways. But that's a hot take. I don't think the game loves its players. What the fuck, man? Okay, let's go give it to you. Just go around in the circle. Hi, duck. How's the quacker knackers? That didn't make any sense. Quack quack. How you doing, duck? Having a good day? Was good, Haglets? Hi. How's the rest of your stream, Nia? Horrible timing. Why? Because your sneeze got edged. Perfect timing. No better time for timing. Your PC wanted to explode or something? What you mean by this? What'd you do to your poor computer? The fuck? Anyways, welcome in, Raiders. My name's Lucky. We're doing Late Night Lucky. And in case you couldn't tell from the vibe, I try to be less of a fucking degenerate. And we play Thunderstorm sounds and lo-fi music, and I work on usually art or writing. Realistically, just productivity shit. And then I always encourage you to either, like, you know, relax or the fuck am I doing? Either relax or be productive with me. Like if you got stuff you gotta do, you know. Usually relax because people are productive enough as is, I feel like. And then I yap at you while I'm doing the stuff that I gotta do. Yeah, telling an exploding PC nah is kind of the strat. I should know. I've done it and it definitely works 0 out of 10 or 100 out of 10 times. Trust. There is no try, there is do, and you do not. Alright, bro, Chacho. You're so right, you're spitting. Go, like, fucking tell Andrew Tate or something, I don't know. Lurk ×2. Thanks for the double lurk. Have fun on the Valheiming and Homing. Thanks for the double lurk. Okay. Thanks, Frosty Tools. Thanks for nothing, Frosty Tools, you said. I mean, you're great, thank you. But for those of you that just came in, if you must run and gun, no worries. Go take care of yourselves. What was that? What was that meme? Take care of yourself, bitch. Go have good nights and shit. Go drink water, eat food, whatever it is you gotta do. Just, you know, don't do it here. I don't like to see MFers prosper in my chat. Obviously. What the hell did I do? What in the actual fuck diddly? This is a sin and biking moment, for real. Both characters need to be put away. This is the babies being made one. That's funny. I should have done this at the start. I keep forgetting. It's fine. Whoops. My hand is like very unstable these last couple of days, but I've also been drawing a ton during the day. Having like arm pain and shoulder pain and shit because I'm dumb. I think I need to like fix my chair height or my desk height too. It'll probably help a little. But I think the biggest thing is just like not sitting like a fucking dingus. And also taking breaks and stretching. Which I just really haven't been doing. Neighbors. Soon, TM, soon. I would love for an opportunity. Oh, I had a fried chicken sandwich for dinner tonight. Shit fucking slapped, by the way. I didn't take a picture of it because I was literally, my check engine lights were on. I was going through it. Usually I'll like try to remember to take photos of my food and post it in Discord at least once a day. Yeah, I forgot. I was smart this time though. I rationed my food so I could save some for tomorrow and be happy. Sometimes I'll eat the whole thing in one sitting and I'm like, damn. This shit's so ass. What the fuck do you mean, of course I did? You got something to say, Nia? Huh? I want to hear that shit from you. How many times did you eat rice this week, huh? You want a box? You want to go bar for bar, band for band, Nia? Probably every day. Yeah, so shut the fuck up. I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to hold that shit for the rest of your life. Damn. Getting called out like that's crazy, huh? You know, there's a saying about throwing rocks from glass houses, you know? Something, something. You frequently see artists rotate their drawings slightly. Are you like you are constantly doing? Is that because strokes in certain directions are easier or to change perspective? Yeah, so it's definitely a two-parter. And I think for most people, you hit the nail on the head. Can I show you something? So a lot of the times when you're looking at a drawing, right? And let's say this is my dominant stroke, right? Let's say this is like my most dominant stroke. I go from down to up at a slight curve, right? Let's say that's easiest for me. And let's say I'm trying to color here. That's kind of a pain in the ass, no? If I could just do it like this, it'd be a lot easier. I mean, granted, obviously artists can, you know, we can go in other ways too. So it's like, yeah, it's definitely ease of access, like you said there, but it's, I feel it is very important for your brain and your eyes to avoid highway syndrome. I don't know what it's actually called. You know that moment when you're driving on a highway and you've just been driving on the highway for so long, you just kind of like zone out and forget where you are and what you're doing. And then you kind of wake up and you're like, oh, I'm at my destination, lol, XDR. I avoid that via doing certain things, but in art, you can have the same problem where you kind of zone out and you'll do things unnecessarily, or you'll get sloppy and lazy and unintentional. So you want to stay mentally active. And one of the ways to do that is by changing what you're looking at perspective-wise, zooming out, rotating, mirroring. Mirroring is really important. We're not mirroring to check like fucking symmetry or anything, right? We're doing it to give ourselves like a flip. There are some artists, they'll do like 3 strokes and they're fucking mirroring already. That shit drives me insane. I don't get it. Maybe because I don't do it that much, but so there's like that. And the rotating has a similar effect. But for me, because I think I've mentioned this before, but I have hand problems and like nerve problems and stuff, but the rotating helps minimize long-term pain, if that makes sense. Because when I'm sitting here and just like doing the same motion over and over, or in like other certain motions, if I were to do them more frequently, I press harder or they give me more pain, right? Like this motion hurts me pretty bad over time, the fucking 12 to 6 or whatever, and anything within 12 to 5 or 12 to 7. So I try to avoid this motion at all costs. In fact, I try to avoid this motion as well. Specifically the wrist motions I'm mentioning right now. If I'm using arm motion, it's, oh my god. If I'm using arm motion, it's not really an issue, right? But for arm motions, I try to avoid this and I try to avoid that. So it just depends. For me, mostly it's about longevity. So if you see me rotating, it's usually ease of access and longevity more than it is keeping myself mentally alert. I have other stuff for that. For other artists, I'm assuming could be any level of a mix. I don't actually know. I've heard various things from different people. My biggest thing is usually when I'm drawing, I have like a mental timer where after so long, I just kind of, there's like a crack in my window where I'll like look outside for like 30 seconds, take a break. Up until I have to take like my actual break and I get up and move around and stuff. I usually don't do that on stream though. I probably should. I do it normally, so I should. I do it for a reason. I should definitely fucking do it when streaming too. Well, but I don't. But yeah, never considered to be a health aspect. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to me how many artists I know that genuinely have some kind of fucking either like spine problem or nerve problem or something, right? And they have everybody's hand problem, wrist problem. Everybody's kind of got their own thing though to help minimize whatever the heckin' schmecker is happening. Am I drawing feet? Drawing claws? Well, I'm not even drawing claws right now. I'm doing shading. I already did drew everything and did the flat colors for this. I'm just trying to finish up the rendering. Are you drawing feet? I guess it does make sense if artists are constantly drawing from the same position. Yeah, that's why like stretching is so important, taking breaks is so important, resting when you're not feeling good, etc., etc. Not that most listen to their bodies super well. I'm trying to be better, but you know, yeah, of course. I love talking about this kind of thing though, so I'm always down. If it's about like writing or art, I could fucking yap forever about it, TBH. I don't think it's something super interesting for most people, so I try to be careful with that, but unless I'm being asked, I try not to info dump too hard. Play beat. But I could literally just sit there and talk about different writing ideas that I have, or fucking art stuff that I've seen throughout the day. I started doing something recently. I don't know what it's actually called, but I call it pose shopping. And the idea is I'll go on like Pinterest, Twitter, Google Images, Blue Sky, Reddit, etc. And I'll just like scroll through different poses and art, so I can like hear me out, right? Whenever I do a drawing, I pretty much always have some kind of inspiration where I'm like, oh, I want to do this, right? I already just know what I want to do, and I have a backlog of those. But those ones I feel like usually take me a while, and sometimes I just want to warm up or like a quick practice on a specific thing. So what I've been doing is I've been finding a pose online for my warm-ups, and I've been like, oh, this character or these characters would be fun to draw in this pose. And then what I do is I download the picture of the pose as a reference and have these folders on my computer with different character names. So like some of them are people that have called me for stuff, with reference images. Some of them are from characters from games or whatever. Doesn't matter. And if I think the pose applies to a character, I'll put it in each of the folders. And then if I think there's like another character, I'll make another one. So that if I ever want to do a warm-up, I'll just be like, I feel like drawing X character today, and I'll open their folder and I'll just pick a pose from the folder. And then I'm like, let's go. It probably sounds dumb, but it saves time on coming up with like a warm-up thing or like searching the internet. Because like if I'm just sitting in my bedroom doing nothing, right, and I can't fall asleep, I might as well like pose shop, find some poses or find some things I want to practice, and then get them on my computer later and then just fucking do them, you know what I mean? You think it sounds cool? Thanks. It's mostly just like I get bored and I obsess about this shit. And for me, it's very easy. I need to... For me, it's very easy to like... When I'm trying to learn something, or I want to be better at something, it's super, super simple. Just like engross my time with it whenever I can, you know? And with the art thing, there's always something I can do. Always something I can learn. So it's real easy for me to go, okay, I know I'm lacking here and I don't want to watch a video right now where I can't. Let's go pose shopping. That's been the strat. The appropriate term. That's what I'm saying. I like it. I'm sure there's an actual name for it, you know, but like, hey, if it works, if it ain't broke, it's serving its purpose. For also, this whole thing needs to be shaded RG. But yeah, it serves its purpose, and people generally know what I'm saying if they're like in the know, or I explain it to them. They're like, oh yeah, okay. So that's just what I've been doing a lot, especially this week. It's kind of ramped up a bit. I've been finding that there's times where I can be doing stuff TM, and I'm like, but what if I just draw instead? It's really bad. I'm like, oh no, I gotta do coursework, and I'm like, okay, but hear me out. We could be drawing. Part of that too is probably like stuff has been happening in my college lately that's just made me like, ugh. But I'm getting to a point with my drawing where before everything was like really, really hard to make. Like everything was like super hard to make what I was imagining in a way that made me comfortable. Hi Zay, that's good. That's good RNG too. And I was like really had to spend a lot of time on everything, and it was a very like arduous learning process. And don't get me wrong, like I'm still not super great or anything, but I'm at a point where like if I imagine something or I want to draw something, so far recently I've been able to make it happen. I don't know if that makes sense. Like the pose I did with Nia with the sword, I tried that pose with multiple characters and like weapons and stuff months ago, and I was like, I literally can't do any of this. I kept trying and trying and trying, and it just never came out right. I mean, I did it right, but it wasn't like how I even remotely close to how I wanted. And now I could just be like, I want to do X, and even if it's not like perfect, I still nailed the concept. Like people know what it is, you know, and there's not like a million flaws anymore. So that makes me very happy. And now that I'm like way nicer to myself and I'm not hard on myself about stuff, and I'm just like, yay, I finished something, this is enjoyable. It's very, very easy for me to just fully engross myself in the process and be like, I want to do more. Zay causing problems? Shh, never. Zay? No. No. Also been using this wrong color on the shading, and I was wondering why it was getting hard to see. That'll do it. Okay, that's actually so much better. What the fuck? Deck yourself out now. Damn, low tier sod. I can't believe you telling me to deck myself out. Deck yourself and draw a card. Last turn. She's too pretty for that. Is this Yuri I'm hearing? My wife called somebody pretty, and now I'm curious. Me when I root for Yuri, even though it cost me my all, really, no. That's funny. I'm starving. No, I'm saving it for tomorrow. I'm sorry. That's rough. So there's a few stylistic ways we could choose to do this. For shading the pages. Let me come back to that, because I'm not really sure how I want to do this. I think that... Yeah. I think that shadow-wise, we're going to have shadow here. Definitely going to have it like this whole section. This will have to have some shadow. So we could do something like that, something like that, and then something like oh my god, please, something like this, and then hey, listen. That's all. Whoopsies. That's all shaded. I don't know if I told you, chat, but my offspring is going to be getting my Switch. Made my offspring a fucking Nintendo account. They're going to be so hype on Christmas. Tell you what. Shit's going to go so hard in the paint. I can't wait. I think I have to either get the like Switch Plus thing though for like the game transfer thing, or I have to buy them their own copy of Minecraft. I have a bunch of physical games they can use, assuming they didn't fuck over the physical cartridge thing. I have to look into that though. I might need to fix that. I might need to change. Or results. But I'm excited. I think they're gonna be happy. And then the younger of the two, I think, is gonna start to understand Christmas, but they're not like fully there yet. So forget about parental controls. Yeah, I downloaded the app so I could do that, and I'm hoping that it's easy to work with from the app remotely. I mean, it's not like generally they're on electronics without oversight anyways, you know? So there's like at least like that level of reassurance that they're usually being watched to some level, even if it's not like 100%. But the concern is that because they're going to be getting a TV in their room and the dock in their room, and the Switch will presumably also be in and out of that room. The concern is that we won't obviously be able to be with them 100% of the time, so parental controls are absolutely necessary as they continue to get older. The old managers seem to have an easy time with it. That is reassuring. I mean, it can't be too complicated, right? It's the Switch. It's parental controls on the Switch. So I'm sure I'll be fine. And before I get cooked by the parental controls for no particular reason whatsoever, which would be very funny. One of those. It's okay, brother. We got Marvel versus Capcom 2. Gonna take you for a ride. And I really hope Cam likes this when it's done. I know she's been pretty excited so far. I swear, there was this meme about like submitting art to clients, which I think also equally applies for like fan art and gift art, where it's like submitting to the client or whatever, and then like, the artist is like super nervous and they're like sweating and feeling anxious and shit, and then like the giant calm person shows up. They're like 80 fucking times the size of the artist. They look at the art, like pinch it, squint and look at it, and then they're just like, nice, thumbs up or whatever. And there's just like a sigh of relief. Shit's so funny, but it's so true too. Like, yeah. Relatable. Capital. Me when sending updates. That's how it be. That is in fact, that do be how it be. You already know what it is. Yeah, I don't envy the people who like the people who get dumpstered on for no reason. Big sedge. Oops, I forgot one. Hold on, I gotta mute. Okay, my bad. something about working on this one in particular has made me wonder if I should start working on some stuff. And I was talking to Cam about this. I was like, I feel like I should start working on some art specifically like designated for stickers and merch and stuff, because this shit was really cute and this feels like the type of thing that would be done on a sticker, to be honest. And I'm like, I don't know, it was a fun little exercise, and I think I kind of want to pursue that a tiny bitch. That's not, I was trying to say a tiny, okay, anyways, I'm trying to say a tiny bit, but like an itch, you know what I mean? Anyways, but yeah, there's so many things that I want to do and try to do with art. Want to draw even more. Yippers. As if I don't do enough already. I opened up, but hold on, I gotta mute. Yeah, I'm sure it would be cute. I do not know though. I'm not familiar with that specific one. Do I have any end goals and or projects? It's funny you ask that, because I've been doing a lot of like self-reflection from where I started with my art goals and what I wanted out of this, and like kind of where I'm at now. And originally, I kind of got this bug up my ass, and I was like, I want to try making this image that I've had in my head forever. And I want it to be absolutely ethereal, and I want it to make people just like stop. Like, I want it to be rendered so well. I didn't even think the word rendered at the time. I was like, I just want it to be so pretty and so awesome that people will scroll back, stare at it, and be like, who the fuck made this? And that was kind of my goal, as like the ultimate penultimate end goal for the longest time, in the very beginning, especially when I was grinding like mechanics and whatnot. But I always had like a smaller secondary goal that I saw as being like an easier, more chill type of goal. And I need a visual for this because it's kind of hard to explain without one. Yeah, I wanted to hit somebody with the hardcore rubberneck for real. I wanted them to go, what the hell? So my secondary goal, that's a bad example. My secondary goal, well, that's different. I think it'd look cute on you. This is basically what I'm talking about, but not quite. Hold on, I'm pulling up some example images. No. I would like some appropriate ones, thank you. Okay, so these are two quick examples. Usually they're like re-zero ones, but okay, good enough. So kind of what I was picturing in my head was I wanted to be able to more or less be like, oh, I have this idea, and then I could draw it up really quick and then just like post it, right? And specifically I was thinking like a cleaner sketch style that people would look at and go, oh, that's nice art. So something like this, where it's like, this is a bit more messy than my current sketch style, but like this, or like this, for example, right? Like this still looks like a very nice picture. It's got that sketch style going on, or even this. They're all the same concept. Usually you'll see a lot of re-zero artists draw this way, right? Where they'll do like, you know, basically sketchy line art and then just kind of color in some flats and maybe shade it from time to time. Not usually, it's usually like this. But it's like very light on details. It just kind of gets the point across and makes the post. So for me, I was like, I want to be able to do this, and I want to be able to do like one of these minimum per day. I want to be able to just fucking do that shit, right? And after talking with some artist friends and practicing, they mentioned, and I came to the realization that to get to this, I also need to be able to like have very strong fundamentals. What the fuck? Why is my tongue sticking out? Can you put that away, please? I need to have strong fundamentals, and like, it's kind of funny to get to this point. A lot of the skills I need for my first goal kind of need to exist. Now, granted, like the rendering skills don't necessarily need to exist, but like the conceptual stuff, the mechanical stuff, the line art stuff, like my ability to work with contours, negative space, and all like construction, all these things need to exist for this. So, and you might have noticed from my art posts more recently in the last like month or so, a lot of my focus on what I've been working on has been mostly construction based or like dynamic poses, right? So I don't want to say I've been headhunting difficult poses, but anytime I look at a pose and if I'm like, this shit looks hard, I make sure that I do that one specifically, because my goal, like right now, my current goal is I want to be able to realize this fully. And what I mean by that is I can already do one of these per day, plus also work on comm work. I'm at that speed. I think you guys have seen, like for example, this one took a little bit longer than what I usually allow myself for this type of thing. Where is it? Not here. So we have two different ones. We have this one, which people seem to like, and this was probably an extra 30 to 45 minutes than what I would usually allow myself for this type of thing. And then I have this one, which if I didn't fight with the hand for so long, probably wouldn't have been as bad, but this was also like another 30-45 minutes. But then if we look at something like this was under the amount of time I allow myself. And if I had just done like a quick base color on this, or even if I had colored this, I would have been well within my time, and this would have looked super, super nice, I think, personally. And these all hit like what I'm looking for as far as the posting goes. So I feel like this goal in particular I'm approaching pretty rapidly, but I kind of want to be known for this for a while. That's kind of what I'm working towards. So there's like a few reasons for that. One, I want to kind of silently build my higher, quote unquote, higher end or more skillful art skills in the background and have them be reserved exclusively for comms for a while, and then like massive personal projects like book covers, because you know I got books that are done that need book covers. But for these, I want to use these for not just warm-ups, but for promoting myself as far as like what I can do. And I want to use them for gifts. Like I would really like to be able to make presents for people and not have it take, you know, fucking 20 hours, because I am busy, but I also want to be able to give people stuff, you know? The Miku one is wallpaper worthy for sure, right? Exactly, Shni. Also, hi. What's crazy about that is, again, this right here isn't somebody's maximum, and it still looks good enough to be a wallpaper, right? But that's what I'm saying. This is what I want to do. This is for like the majority of my stuff. Like I think outside of comm work, I think the stuff that I make, I want it to be 80% like these sketches I've been doing and like this, and then 20% like full throttle nuts to butts action, right? So like, to not take fucking 30 minutes to answer your question, Duck, I apologize for the tangent, but my goals currently are to fully lock in on my sketch style and really hammer that home. And on top of that, I want people to like them enough so that they start commissioning my sketch style work more than they're commissioning other stuff. I still want, like, I'll take whatever I can get. I'm not like saying I prefer one over the other, but right now for the specific portfolio I'm building and what I'm trying to like work towards, those are my like immediate goals. My long-term goals are a bit more abstract, and I think it's hard to like, because like this is concrete, right? Like we have a general concrete, this is where I'm going with it, and I think that's easy to see. But my long-term goal is to how to word this, is to make art that doesn't seem like I made. That's not quite right. I want the art to be in such a way where somebody looks at it and they go, oh, that's Art Kitty Lucky, or oh, that's Lucky's art. And then the second, that's either the first thought or the second thought, and then the first thought or the second thought that is alternative of that is, this motherfucker's really good, I don't understand, question mark, how the fuck, you know, that kind of thing. And not even just like non-artists thinking that, but also artists looking at it and going, how do I study this MFR and get better? So there's like an ego thing there too, very clearly. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that like I'm not competitive in any way, but there's definitely like a competitive appreciation of those that came before me and those that are exponentially better than me. And I too would like to get like them for real. And part of it is like, I want to do this for a living for real. The other part of it is I want to feel good about, like if I look back at my art 2 years from now, I want to look at that shit and be like, hell yeah. You know what I mean? But I could still be like, oh, I improved and I'm glad I improved on these areas. Because like right now, there's pieces I'll look back on and I'll remember them fondly, but I don't think it's as many as I would like, right? Because like I made this one recently. I could tell you right now, I'm gonna look back on this one and be like, that was a good practice piece. I like how I did the goggle, you know? Or like part of the hair, and I'll look back on this one and I'll be like, this was a catalyst for so much of the direction I headed towards. But man, the way I did the hair, fuck ass. The way I did the chest section, fuck ass. The way I did the sleeves, fuck ass. Like I'll have so many nitpicks. I already do have nitpicks. And then I'll look back at something like this though, and I'll be like, I was really happy with this. There's some things I wish I would have changed about the eyes, but like overall for what I was going for, I think I nailed it. I don't know. So it's definitely a mixed bag. And then there's stuff like this. I'm like, hell yeah. And then this is probably still one of my favorite pieces to date because there's so many reasons, but this one here, hold on, I gotta like, all my folders are very organized, but they're on like 17 different levels. Social media, blah. Okay. So this one here is one of my favorites. Full stop, hard stop. Is this the one? Yeah. 17 levels is better than one. I know, right? It's a longer game. I like to organize my folders in ways where they're segmented. Tiny Taiga, I know, right? But like, I don't know, just the way I did the Digimon, the tool transformations, consumable Taiga, that's funny. I love how the eyes came out. And don't get me wrong, there's some things that I think even now I could do better. But damn, I feel like I did really good on this one for the time. But yeah, anyways, long short, I do have goals, and I'm sure that over time, my goals as I learn and I come into my own as far as style goes, I'm sure that my goals will adapt again. You don't have an artist's eye, but yeah, it looks good. See, but I appreciate that heckin' more than somebody that's like gonna break down my piece and be like, it's good, but don't get me wrong, like criticism is nice, but you don't want everybody to be an artist and breaking down your shit all the time. You need people to just also consume. I don't know if that makes sense. What the fuck am I doing? Or at least I also need people. What the fuck did I do? Confusing myself here. No biggie. But yeah, no, I be living for this shit for real right now. I just feel like a lot of the legwork I put in is starting to pay off. Like just back to back to back to back to back to back to back, and I'm kind of hitting a relatively explosive growth spurt. And that feeling, I don't know if you guys have ever like chased learning stuff before, where like you'll learn something and you'll be in the process of learning it, and then you'll have that explosive growth moment, and then you get soft walled and you're like, damn, you know, and then you learn something else and the same thing. And it's just like an endless cycle of getting like really heavy happiness from having explosive growth, and then you get soft walled. But the thing is, like, at every single soft wall, if you stick with it until your next level of like understanding it, like you have another like section of explosion growth, and over and over and over. And I feel like I've had like pretty rapid phases of that cycle, where it's like I'll have like boom, big growth, and then ding, soft wall, and then boom, big growth, and then ding, and it's just like fast, don, over and over and over again. And eventually that's gonna stop. Eventually I'm just gonna be like playing TF2 ranked before. That's toxic. Your poor brain. Can't be doing it to yourself like that. That's fucking funny. Clear indications of improvement, so incredibly satisfying. Right. And like, I know I probably sound like a fucking clown for saying this, but when it comes to fighting games is one of those things where you can just like see exactly where you're improving and why and when and how, and that shit is so fucking tight. But getting that feeling like across the board from other stuff, some things are a bit more nebulous, like TCGs and other stuff, but with art it's much like fighting games where you're just like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, you know what I mean? And with very focused and deliberate practice with art, you just level up so fast. To be fair though, and I've said this a million times, I'll say it a million times more, I have been extremely fortunate to have people around me who have been extremely patient with me and who have been more than willing to answer any fucking question I have. I have an infinite wealth of wisdom and information and know-how and years of experience essentially at my fingertips, because so many people are willing to humor me when I have questions. And I think part of the reason they're willing to do that is A, I'm enthusiastic about it because I love this shit, but also B, I don't just like ask for help. They offer help, I take their help, and then I do nothing with it. Like I pretty much immediately put it to use. Because like you get those people that'll like, oh, I need help, and then you offer them help and they do what with it? I'll then be like, oh, I can't do that because of XYZ or whatever, right? Not saying there's not validity to that at times, but generally speaking, if something's hard or you feel like you can't do it, maybe you should look into that, especially in this, if you're trying to get better. You've used TF2 rank to battle bad brain time to the point of exhaustion so you can pass out without thinking. I mean, it's true. But the funny part is, if you do stuff right before bed and then you go to sleep, you're quite a bit more likely to retain and grasp whatever you were trying to retain and or grasp, because sleep is like hella important for the learning process. That's why you see like fighting game players practicing a combo for 3 hours, barely be able to hit it twice, and then the following day they'll boot up and they'll be like, why the fuck was I having a hard time with this? And they'll just crank that shit out in reps, and it's so funny to me. But yeah, no, sleep, go hard. Same thing with like muscle training and shit. People are like, oh, I just gotta keep pumping more weights, and it's like, no, bitch, go to bed. Rest is like a huge part of the fucking game. Doesn't matter what it is. That's why I hate having insomnia. Actively getting nerfed for no fucking reason, my ass. I have to go back and do the thingamajibs over here. But yeah, I yapped about a whole lot of nada about art, but I say all this to say, the shit tight, I could do this for the rest of my life. I could do art and writing for the rest of my life, no cap. I think streaming probably goes without saying too, but this might be some sicko shit, but as much as I love streaming, because I really do, it's like gotta be top X thing for me to do activity wise. I think if crazy shit happened and I could never stream again, I'd be pretty distraught. I'd be wrecked, and it would definitely like take a toll on me. But I think if I could never draw or never write again, I probably would just be done, dog. I wouldn't want to do anything else. I would just live my life like a fucking drone at that point. I would just do whatever I have to do to numb it, because that's crazy. I don't think I could do it personally. There's like a handful of things I can't live without, and it's like my fucking immediate family, and then food and water and sleep, and then probably like art and drawing, or drawing and writing. I'm sure I could live without streaming, but I wouldn't be happy about it. I'd be kicking and screaming the whole time. Already do without sleep. Nah, I sleep though, just, you know, relatively poorly, that's all. Speaking of which, why the fuck am I so tired like this right now? I shouldn't be this tired. This is rickety wrecked. Having a passion like that sounds nice. I agree. I fucking agree. See, look, I don't know how to explain this. I feel... I've kind of mentioned this before, but I genuinely feel like a tug on my like soul, or a call from the universe, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that's like, you must create, foul peasant, sit there, create, simply for the love of the game. And it's like, people are like, you shouldn't turn the things you love into a job or whatever, because then you'll learn to not like them. But I'm like, if I've already poured countless hours into this shit, right? And I did all the hard legwork, the not fun stuff that was like, okay, literally, I shit you not, I did this. Literally, I had to like, why am I tired? The insomniac. It's true. I had mechanical training that was like, and I can't even fucking do it right now. It was like, do this. I had to do this hundreds of times over the course of a week. And then I had to do it at different angles. This was what the training instructor made me do. This is what I was doing for like an entire month and a half. 2 months. When I started off, my lines were like, right? But this is what I was doing. If I could survive that, you mean to tell me that I could get sick of doing this? You think I'm gonna get sick of doing this? When? You think I'm gonna get sick of doing this? When? At what point will I get sick of it? It's like, I keep hearing people, I've heard from some people online, they're like, oh, you're just in the honeymoon phase. Eventually you're gonna run out of ideas. You're gonna have like art block, creative block, and all these things, and it's gonna be so shitty, etc., etc. And like, people have been saying that my whole life though, with writing too. When does it start? Because I haven't had it. Can't I just love this shit in peace, please? One day I would be as passionate about doing something as you, for real, for real. I hope everybody finds whatever their thing is, as long as it's not hurting somebody else or taking away from somebody else. Because I think everybody should have that. And for the longest time, I had a very hard time conceptualizing and understanding that like people straight up just don't feel that way about stuff. And I think people also struggle to understand that I just do feel that way about stuff. And I don't know if that's a LOL acoustic moment or what, but it's okay. You do get things like it often, but it's always short-lived, so it's hard to call it a passion. I think you can be passionate about something in the moment. It doesn't have to be permanent. And I think that's okay. Because like, I also do believe that like variety is important in people's lives. And I think as long as you have an outlet that's allowing you to de-stress, especially in this country, or like, you know, in this climate of the world, like everybody needs something to, I mean, who the fuck am I, right? But like everybody needs something to allow themselves to just be and de-stress, regardless if it's art or playing a video game or watching a show or sitting outside at a campfire. But like, I don't know. I was talking with Nia about this the other day. But it's like, I feel like part of finding that is, I think we also need to unplug more. And I say this as a streamer that's like vying for people's attention because it's important. But like, I think people need to take like a minimum of 15-30 minutes out of their day to just turn off everything. I would say even turn off the music. I would go that far. I love music. I'm a music lover. I use it all the time. I'm using it right now. But like literally just like go outside or turn everything off and just chill. Let your thoughts be thoughts for a bit, even if they're scary, and just relax. Maybe even meditate, but also like have a true distressor hobby. But I think taking some time to yourself to just exist without constant content at your ear or your fucking face or whatever, or oh my god I need to do the dishes, or oh my god I gotta just like fucking unloading for a little bit. I think that that's really good for everybody's like mental sanity and ability to just enjoy life. We don't need 24/7 stimulant. I don't know. Schnee hit the burnout wall. You didn't draw for multiple years afterwards. And like, I'm sorry to hear that. That's tough. What, like, if you don't mind me asking, what led up to that? Was it like fucking like doing commissions and stuff, or just like grinding like an MFer? What happened? And are you drawing now? Oh, you're picking it up again in a bit. I see. Like when your girlfriend and you go out for a fun little enrichment. I mean, we're not hamsters, but yes, eh? When do we go out for enrichment, my goat? Damn. Got like no kernels out of that bag. That's fucking crazy. You want me to eat the kernels?
I might.
You're gonna eat the kernels? You're gonna pop them again? Or are you just gonna eat the kernels straight up? Okay. Some goat shit, you know? Maybe a chicken? I love it. It's important for her to get her enrichment. True. Daily enrichment. Come get your daily enrichment. Probably from life curb stopping your existence a while back. You don't say. Yeah, no, that'll definitely fucking do it. Yeah, it's hard to enjoy the things you enjoy when life just hitting you with that 18 piece. Not to make it a joke, but for real. Hopefully things got better. Cause that's ass. I feel like the harder life kicks my shit in, the more I'm like, Nah, I need to disassociate with the things I love for a bit. Otherwise, I go fucking mental. But again, that could just be the acousms. Hard knowing. Hell yeah. That nose done, dog. Oh, that's right, Shnee. That was yours. Me not putting 2 and 2 together like a stupid motherfucker per usual. Hell yeah. Yeah, that shit was tight. I don't know. Like, it's not shit, obviously. It's just, never mind. English hard. I love you. I've had the camera, so. Okay. Look forward to your career with great interest. Pulling out the OG classic on Shnee over here. OG certified. Schlubba boy. Wait, what the fuck? Did I just turn my sketch back on? You stupid fuck. Now what the hell did I do? What is this layer? Oh, it's a sketch layer. Okay. Used to do pen and ink exclusively, but you decided to use color by doing a landscape. Hell yeah. A little bit of experimentation. Little lot of it. The great interest applies to me as well. Well, hold on now. Release me, I'm scared. A scare easy, okay? Be nice. You're gonna kill me. I want to change this. Let me just check one thing first before I completely undo everything I just did. Wow. You can find your old folder, you'll post one of the old ones. I'd be so down to see it. Also just like looking at art. Before I was an artist, I was a pretty hardcore art enjoyer, if that's even a thing. Seeing so many people draw recently makes it tempting to try picking up yourself. You just know you won't keep at it long enough to do something with it. Can I ask you a question though? And I'm not being a smart ass, and I know that the way I'll say it will probably make it sound like I'm being a dickhead, but I promise you I'm not. A genuine question. It's why does that matter though? Specifically the won't keep at it long enough part. Because like, if you're feeling like you want to do it, or there's a possibility you want to do it, even if you know you'll stop, or you might possibly stop at some point, you don't need to go out and like buy a tablet or go crazy and go to the Dollar Tree, pick up some pencils, a pencil sharpener, and one of the sketchbooks, and it's like $4 You sit down, you do some doodling, and then if you want to take it more seriously, you can, you know, learn and watch some techniques and, you know, work on some stuff, and then see how far it goes, or it doesn't go, and then you're chilling. But like ultimately, I say this to, like, I've said this to people who are like, oh, I want to stream, but I don't press the stream button, or I get anxiety or whatever, or I just don't think it'll be for me, etc., etc. I think whatever the thing is that you, the person, think you want to do, you need to just do it. Even if it's only for a little bit of time, a day or every other day or every 3 days. Because like, in my experience, it's gonna get a little dark for a second, but I've witnessed a lot of death firsthand. Like, not like, oh, a funeral, haha, but I mean like literally the act of somebody dying. And I've been very fortunate to avoid fatal blows multiple times. Been very fortunate to avoid fatal accidents multiple times where I didn't die and other people did. So I'm very aware of how like finite my time here is. And I think that's part of the reason I'm so quick to be honest with somebody, even if it's embarrassing, where I'm like, oh, I like XYZ or something. And I'm more willing to put my heart on my sleeve about stuff because I don't really like the idea of passing on with things left unsaid or regretting not saying something or doing something. And maybe that gives me a bit of a unique perspective on stuff here. Appreciate the lurk, Sean. But when it comes to the cat meowing, that's not my baby, so we're chilling. But when it comes to like anybody feeling like they want to do something, if it's something you feel for more than just like one day and it's very clearly not an impulse and it's something that you're actively thinking about and considering, my gut instinct to tell the person is always figure it out, go do it for real. Yeah, I've been doing art for like an hour and yapping. We did a Digimon and now we're doing this. It's been nice. But yeah, no, absolutely. Because I mean, like, what do you lose from picking up a pencil and paper or a sketchbook and a few pencils other than the few dollars? At the end of the day, what do you really lose? Doesn't matter if you draw one doodle or 100 pictures or you spend 30 minutes total doing it or you spend hundreds of days. I don't think there's really a loss to be had there, which is the nice part. You kind of just win altogether. And I think that's incredibly important, just as a concept. But I think our society also teaches us to fit a certain mold and put desires on a back burner because of a fear of like failure or wasted time or effort, because we're just like very much a productivity society, like productivity driven. Oh, you can open it, honey. And I think that sometimes ignoring those tendencies is hard, but like super fucking valuable. Oh, but that shit ain't easy though. I'll go back to here, switch this over. Your learning process is very goal oriented. The 3D model for Nia, for example. You cannot get motivation from just the learning process. You do not have any specific project or thing you want to draw. Besides, you don't have time to pick up another skill or hobby and you're still working on 3D. Then at least you know that like maybe in the future it's something you might be interested in. But for right now, it's just not in the cards. And I think that's totally acceptable too, you know? For Ruble. But I guess my thing is just like, don't cheat yourself out of something you want to do for fear of dropping, you know what I mean? At least in my opinion. Unsolicited opinion of streamer. Didn't feel like an hour, but you were jamming through Mega Man. Yeah. Which one are you on now, Shuckle? I know you were just cranking out some levels yesterday too. Up the LDCC more. Just suggest really bad susbands and get people on your side. That's like the #1 way to fuck it up even more. That's funny. Started at 6. You heard BN5 was rough. What does BN stand? Oh, Battle Network 5. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, are you on 6 still? For some reason I thought you were beating that. It does that. You won't suggest bans, then play the on hit deck. True. Yeah, the ban suggestions are going way slower than I thought they would, if I'm being so real. So, I don't love this, and I think while it makes sense, I think we're gonna change this. Oh my god. Oh, thank you, honey. Thanks, though. Maybe we'll try it if you have more time. For now, there's been too many projects you started but didn't finish, and drawing would simply be another one of those. It's important that it's good and important that you know your limits, though, you know? No sense in overwhelming yourself. Especially for something that, by and large, is... well, by and large, probably going to be for fun, even if you're doing it for a project or a goal. Me when me when my whole goal, now that Astra's sitting here, me when my whole goal is to get Astra to let me draw her and I together, always, all the time. I'm just giving her grief. Being silly. What the hell did I do? Oh, thanks for the high patch, MFers. Tyga, how's it going? Which one? Smooching? The smooching one?
Biting?
Oh, the biting one? No, I did the sketch. I didn't finish it though. I mean, I will, if you're down with me to finish it. I just felt like you were feeling some type of way, so I didn't want to cause any issues. Then I just posted a whip drawing for that a while ago. The biting one of me and Astra. The cheek biter hours. Yeah, should have been within the last week or so. Yuri on ice goes crazy. Nept, Tara, and yourself just got done hauling a ton of silver. I'm still transporting the cart to the guild. Shush. You guys are cooking. Been busy. How's it feel to be leveling up like crazy and shit? Getting a bunch of stuff done, diddly didded. I'm guessing y'all are having a bunch of fun, because it's been like the go-to game every night. By the time we have like our 5th collab planned to do, Tyga's gonna be like, I don't know if I want to play this shit no more. Just kidding. Tyga's probably gonna wait until the bosses are like cleared and then be like, damn, that was fun. Alright, well, content's cleared, I'm done. It'll happen. I'll be like, sheesh. That bank does go kind of crazy though. And then I'll try to drag Tyga back in, and they'll be like, no. I'm actually kind of considering playing that off stream. To be fair, we waited a month without doing the first boss. It was kind of rough. I mean, you also started way before the initial collab. To be fair. Y'all got in hella early and did not wait. So there was that. To be fair. Yeah, no, we haven't done the boss yet. It was my idea. My idea wasn't to play on that specific world that we started on. It was for the two of us to play early and just hang out. Originally. And then you just kept building that world and it just kind of kept going. I was like, okay, this is life now. which is fine. I don't really, like, it doesn't bug me or anything. But I'm not gonna, like, feel terrible about being, in quotes, behind. You know? Or, like, not have fought in the boss yet. And nothing else to play right now? Schlige. You got stuff to play. They do, in fact, not have anything to play right now. they have been ultra cooked for like weeks leading up to the Valheim Club. They were like, nothing to play, help. What do I do? Felt bad. It's okay, it's all over now. Whoa there, gamers. Ambient occlusion. Already? Where are they tonight? And thank you. Yard. Oh, thanks. You didn't have to. Okay. I'll appreciate it. Zugado. You know. It's okay. All jokes aside though, I am looking forward to doing the first boss soon, TM. Whenever that is. I just don't know if we'll be able to get everybody on board at the same time. Oh shit. That might be like the biggest hurdle for the Valheim boss. Also, aren't you guys gonna fight a boss on another server ahead of time? What? That? This, no, I didn't. Was supposed to? I don't trust them. Yeah, you guys will be fighting the boss soon. That's nice. Yeah, I didn't know I was supposed to hear for them. Yes, no idea. I do need to add some here. Gonna fight Joe Mama early? Oh no. Help! Help Joe Mama out. It's in danger. Get the shit back over here, yeah? I've been having a really weird yearning for games, and I hate it right now. I've been wanting to play a Pokemon ROM hack so fucking bad for like over a month. But I genuinely feel like I'm not allowed to play it until I beat Time Stranger. That's where I'm at. This is not allowed to happen. I'm like, damn. No, I don't want to play an actual Pokemon game. I want to play a ROM hack. Get it fucking right. Know me or perish. I made my own poll. Yeah, it's fine though. I think with the Pokemon Too Many Types would go fucking crazy. I don't know if I love the idea of something like that, to be honest. Doesn't really intrigue me the way I would think it would. Which is weird Which is weird considering how I am. But I think this decision to like to play a shorter game while playing a longer one is gonna help me so much. I think that was a long time coming and needed to happen a while ago. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Can't trace a line? What the fuck is happening right now? Why am I like this? Quack quack, I'm good resties. Thanks for coming out, Duck. Make sure you bundle up, stay warm. somebody looks suspiciously like you and is trying to talk to you, fucking run, you know? Maybe don't engage with them at 3 a.m. in the morning in the middle of nowhere. It's my only duck survival advice for the rest of the night. Thank you. I'll have good times. Shit. Alright. It's 5 a.m. in the morning. Go the fuck to sleep. I love having you here, but I would much rather you get some rest. Jesus. The lucky effect goes crazy. Lucky spawns in, has insomnia. Everybody else stays up, gets insomnia. No. Not like this. Just me actively ruining one life at a time. No big deal. Don't even mean it either. It just happens. What time is it? Almost 11? Jesus. So much for going to bed early tonight. Fuck. I'm so locked in right now. I'm like, I can finish this tonight. I know I can. I fucking know I can. Hour left and I'm already basically done. And I've been yapping. And I've been going on tangents and shit. And it's been a long day when you hear my feet. Booey. Baba booey. It's been 3 weeks. Just kidding, it's 2 weeks. 1 week, my bad. Digimon, my goat. Isn't there? Let me see something real quick. Just out of curiosity. File. Fucking phone. Nice, I'm cooking. I do be kinda quick with it though. I'm getting faster. Buzzginga. He's being. The fact that Tai and Sora were arguing in Digimon War Games, about a hat is very funny to me. Or whatever the fuck it was. It wasn't even something that deep. It just makes it so much better. I'm so fucking stupid. And then like the world was on the line and he wasn't willing to make the call. Easy breeze. Tai threw up in Sora's hat. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. You know, I was funny. I was thinking about throw up and I was like, what does throw up have to do with anything in my head? That's literally what I was thinking. I was like, why are you thinking about throw up right now? And dumbass, you're selling ties? That fucking, the dub of that movie is so fucking quotable. He's got pants now. Oh, stop. It's the saddest story I've ever heard. Cheer up. My problem, not yours, or it's whatever. And he's like, okay. Willis and Davis, better duo than TK or fucking Ken and Davis. Changed my mind. Oh wait, you can't. I'm about to say something really fucked up and I need all you Digimon fans, me included, not to hop my throat, alright? Can we get on board with this? So the Digimon 2000 movie gave me a false expectancy of how much I would enjoy O2, and I was really looking forward to O2 more than any of them because of the Digimon movie, and I was wrong to feel that way because of a movie, and I know that. But the movie was fucking peak. So eat my shit. Also, why will we never see a dub like that again? I do know you don't like it too much outside of Ken. True. I don't get Firing Squad by Zed. Life good. Although 2 is like the movie, then it'd be fantastic. Okay, so I'm not fucking crazy? Question mark? Hell yeah. Life good. I like it when I'm not getting mauled by chat. Nice. Don't get me wrong, there's parts of it too I like, but by and large, it's just like, And now with Beat Breakout, why even bother watching it? I'll get hands if I hate timers though. So I will say this. Out of all the Digimon I was able to catch episodes of, here and there, part of the episodes, I caught the most of Frontier, and then Tamers. And then what I saw of 01 was VHS. And I saw some of 01 on like a VHS, I think, on like an old dusted ass VHS player. And then I saw some of 02, I think, on reruns or VHS. I'm not really sure. But I remember as a kid, I liked Frontier, even if the concept was weird to me. And I remember every time Tamers came on, I lost my fucking mind because the opening was the sickest fucking thing to me at that time. And I thought their Digivices and their Digimon were the fucking coolest at the time. So I have less experience with Tamers than I would like, but I thought that shit was like the tightest of all of them, even though I didn't really see that much of it. But I also really liked Card Captor Sakura, or what I saw of it, so maybe that, I'm not really sure. I don't know. I didn't get to watch as much TV as I would have liked growing up. Because there's a lot of stuff that I would see like parts of episodes because I was trying to like sneak, you know? Like sneak some TV watching, some anime watching. And then it'd get like found out that I was watching anime and I'd get in trouble. Yeah. My mom let me watch Pokemon though when I was with her. And Digimon. She actually bought me a couple copies of the Digimon 2000 movie because I kept fucking ruining the disc. Until she couldn't anymore. And then when my dad absolutely fucking wrecked my Digimon World discs, she wound up going to a secondhand store and like getting refurbished discs so I could play again. And she bought me actual memory cards, which was very nice of her. Like, say what you will about some of the stuff my mom's done and the way she like talks to me and treats me and stuff. Fucking, she tries in her own way to like support my interests and the things that I like, and I gotta give her props for that. She really does. Like, she'll give me shit about it, but she'll still like be like, oh, heard that you were having a hard time mentally, let me buy you some fried chicken type beat. But we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about why I'm having a hard time or solve any issues, but we'll go get you some fried chicken. Or heard your tablet's fucking up your brain and ruining you with like seizure-inducing flashing lights. How about we go, how about you tell me what kind of tablet you need? And for Christmas, I'll put a shit ton of money towards that for you. How's that sound? It's mental health when you have fried chicken. That's what I've been saying, but nobody fucking listens to me. Kind of like its own form of therapy, you know? But yeah, no. I don't know. She like I said, she tries in her own way. I don't think she's malicious. She's just got stuff. I mean, everybody's got stuff, but she got some stuff, you know? But she has always tried. And I know that, like, I at least know that she loves me in her own way as compared to other birth givers. You know how it is to have a mom that gives mixed signals like that? Yeah, it's kind of confusing sometimes. It could be worse though. I could have both parents be like, fuck you. They beat. I can't imagine being a child that's like has literally no respite ever. That shit would be fucking insane. I only had one parent anyways. I'm sorry, Zay. That shit's tough too. Like, there's definitely people out there, like trans people and stuff, where they got parents that just do not accept them and low-key, high-key hate their fucking kids, and it's like, bros, how does one overcome such bullshit? I mean, you kind of just have to. You don't, but you do. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know. I know how fortunate I am. I also think there was like a certain level of fucking that boomers did to their kids, and some of those kids were able to like break the cycle before getting others, and some weren't. Seeing children like that, they become bitter beyond reason, and it's overall fucked. Yeah, it's just sad. I've said this for a long time, but I truly believe that for somebody to have an optimal chance at like success emotionally, mentally, physically, and financially, it's not just like their own efforts. Their parents' choices have, and the way that they treat their children, have a lot of impact on that. And that's why that whenever I like fuck up as a parent, I feel that very heavily because I feel a lot of responsibility for the direction that my child's life is gonna go. And it's not just like the LOL, did I teach them how to do X, Y, and Z? It's the, did I emotionally handle a situation the way that I should have? Was I strict enough with a punishment? Like, did the punishment and or the discussion have the correct intensity or level that it needed to have? Or the thing that was done? Was the reward the correct intensity? Or the feat that was achieved, or the thing that was done? Am I rewarding the rape? And there's like a lot of stuff like that that's just like micro shits, and it's hard to optimize when there's no fucking clear scientific shit set out in front of you 100% of the time, and there's just guesswork and variables, which is your children or child. But like, I'm definitely not trying to be my father, I can tell you that much. It's been 30 minutes. Fuck off, Twitch. Okay, so Twitch is doing ads every 30 minutes. I'm not fucking tripping. Hold on, let me check this, because that's kind of... I'm snoozing? What the fuck? Your parental situation made you into the kind of person who will not repeat it? I think that's like admirable, but also sad, but also more common than I would like to be. You didn't get an ad. It was coming in like 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Also Twitch bias for real. You have no idea. I don't even know where to find this shit. Here we go, ads. Run a 3-minute ad every 60 minutes is what it should be on. There we go. I was literally running a 1.5-minute ad every 30 minutes. What the fuck? I mean, either way, it's the same amount of ads, but every 30 minutes is just kind of annoying in my opinion. I wish... Oh, whatever. I'm not Twitch, it doesn't matter. You're lucky you had your grandma in your life. She's great and mostly raised you compared to your mom. W. Grams. So you're saying your grandma kind of soloed the verse, huh? That's good though. I'm happy for you there. Wait, what the fuck am I doing right now? Here's my triangle. Pull a shotty down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. She had 6 kids to raise before you came around, so she had experience. Oh, your grams. Wait, hold on. She's kind of cooking. She's got that renowned 7 skill tree. Hold on. She's just doing it for the love of the game at this point. What is happening? Oh shit. What's good, Shrews? How was Super Rumble? Did you have a good time? Welcome in, everyone. I can close your thingy now too. For those of you who are new here, who haven't been here in a long time, hi. I'm Lucky. I'm doing Late Night Lucky. I play some lo-fi music, some Thunderstorms, and this bitch in my way. This bitch be me, by the way. And I do some drawing or some writing, and yeah. I suggest you get comfy or work alongside me. Shrews and to everybody else who just came in, I know it's late, so if you need to go eat or, you know, fuck off and go do life and stuff, go do that. I appreciate you for coming by. And everyone else who can hang around, hi, get cozy. Your life is forfeit. Yapping while playing Legends of Runeterra. Real shit. There should be blasting here. I think I could probably... all this out, yeah? Got a little overzealous with the shit. That's better. Oh, that's better. There we go. You love to see it. Also, with Legends of Runeterra, are you mostly doing the offline stuff, like the roguelite stuff? Asking for a friend, of course. PvE. Would you say that, in your opinion, currently, can most of, if not all of your time in game be spent doing PvE and you still get rewards, etc.? Because back when I was playing, it was PvP fest for sure. 4-star Aurelium Soul Adventure. Soul Adventure. It's mostly PvE now. Alright, sick. Good to know, thank you. That does help with some things. We're gonna shade those separately, methinks. And I feel like I could probably light chillin', bing chillin', bing chillin'. Probably do one of these. Yeah, like that. clean this up. Can we get an okay, do this. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. Mother effer. There we go. Give me un momento, because I'm having hand problem. There we go. Kinda, sorta, maybe not really. What the fuck am I doing? OTK'd asshole. You OTK'd an asshole? What the hell? Me when I OTK RK. I think when I start building deck profiles going forward, that are like full-on deck profiles and I make videos for them and shit, I think I'm just gonna start providing like the explicit tech choices that I'll run for very dominant long-running matchups. Methinks. Elise is very strong. I do not know who Elise is. My apologies. Spooderdooming. We love Spooderdoomins. Sounds tight. Oh, it's the one with like the hatching mechanic, right? If I recall correctly. I'm sorry, what the fuck? What the hell is this now? Bobby? She summons Spider, make him big. Yeah. That sounds right. I remember now. Yeah. Big spider, big foot long kind of ass. I don't want green here. I'm being so fair with you. Dude, what are you lucky? Come on now. Get it together. I'm like getting kind of fucking schmucked over here, you know? Oh, my back hurts. Just check something. Yeah, let's change this. I'm not really sure. Oh. Out of curiosity, let's do like a more of a ride. No? Yeah, that's better. Methinks. Whoops, wrong one. I didn't mean to do that. Actually, we could probs. Let me see something real quick. Run the ship back. Give me this. Not quite. But I like the vision. I like the idea. Whoops. Give me this. Check. So I think it'd be bigger, right, for the cartoon effect. If I did something like this. Not quite. I'm gonna stick with a shape. Do some, whoops. So we could do something oblong, but like, I don't know. Almost feel like this would still look better, more rounded out. Actually, not really. Interesting. Me with the stupid cat from space. No understando. Why like odd shapes for pupils are so funny. That's better. It doesn't really follow the same shape and highlight rules as circles do. I mean, it does, but like it's also different. Feel me? Just out of curiosity, if I add an accent underneath like I normally do, does it fuck anything up? I think the answer to this question is a pretty obvious one, but I'd still like to find out. Yes. Soft light. Nope. An accent? Like French? I was thinking more Australian. I don't know how to do an Australian accent, actually. Run that shit back because I really don't know. Okay, so we can go to 1, go to 2. And then I can go to filter, curiosity. I think we have the right idea, we just have the wrong color. Let me see something. That's better. Child's moving. I might have to get up here in a second. The fuck? Did it like straight up delete it? What the hell? Odd. Nope. Maybe? Again? Quite possible. Let's try the blue again. I haven't given up on you. Okay, I've given up on you. We're like here. This should really work. That's better. Okay. You love playing a single card and winning? I know what you are. Cute. Okay, so now I want to try something. We'll go back to book, go to base. Drop the base. Go to was it this one? Chat, never mind, we're good chat room. It's not what I'm looking for. I just want to test something. This is not like a necessity. I might genuinely have to get it. Open 25, kind of pushing time too. It's not this brush. Damn it. I gotta wait for it to load. There we go. Nope. Nope. It's one of these somewhere. I know you're in here somewhere, bitch. Just can't tell you where. Nope, nope, nope. Negative Ghost Rider. Nope. I'll get there, right? Oh. Nope. That's not what I thought it was. Ah, shit. Fucked up. Help. I'm pretty sure it had texture of sorts. Oh my god. These fantastical brushes. Ah, it was this one, wasn't it? Hell yeah, gamers. And texture brushes we trust. My goat. And then I go transform, I go here. Oh, it's like we're slowing down. What the fuck? Hello? That was crazy. Come on now. Let's make the brush a bit smaller, maybe. That's okay like that. That's okay like that. This is not okay like this. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to make it so that these textures don't necessarily cut off in between each piece as heavily. So the blend is a bit more believable. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? But I want it to the naked eye, not the naked eye, the scrolling eye to be believable for real, for real. Like, this shit's gotta get moved. And even assist by moving some of those. Like that. This is all fine here. Like this, this. That was probably fine. I didn't have to go and fuck with that. How far behind is it? Hi gal, how you doing? My logic here is that if I can get this particular part of the binding to be believable, we're living our best lives, best humanly possible living lives. Some of these I might just have to be okay with. You be tired? Well, I hope you be getting rest. I be doing great. I'm a little beat, right? Like I'm a little sleepy. I could use a little EB. But I'm kind of on a fucking roll right now. And I'll give her the option if she wants the textured book or not. And let's fix the let's fix the thingy. English is hard. Let's fix the coal book. Kirby with the coal book. Scoot up shitting in one of your drawings. You can't do anything about it. Wait, why? Why can't you do anything about it? What happened? But I am sorry, but what happened? It's pen? What you mean by that? Run that shit by me, gamer. What do you mean by that? Fuck. Oh, gotcha. No, that makes more sense. Were you cross-hatching by any chance? I'm sorry to hear that though. That is pretty fucking annoying. I gotta go back to Vivs. You looked at Horikoshi's works and learned from it? Oh, yeah, Horikoshi's fucking sick. I know that you're a fan of their stuff too. Well, either way, I'm sorry. That sucks. It sucks to put so much effort into something and then, you know, have that happen. Mayo. Wait, why is this not staying? Fuck, I don't remember how to fix this. Wait, what? Honestly, I don't remember what I just said. My brain is so cooked. Make it brush. I'm sorry. My mind is literally turning into fucking what's it called? Gutter rat right now. Open brush editor by pressing F5. Fuck. They want to play Don't Starve. Oh man, it's so over for you. You just gotta fucking, you know, you just gotta fucking lock in, I guess. It's so luck over. Why are you using my name? I'm not fucking part of this. What did I do? Why? Okay. Right. Okay. Well, that's not working how intended. Bigger, maybe? Forbidden Lucky Don't Starve Together Club? Fucking never. Okay. So, we don't love this image. Got it. Book texture's cute. Thank you. I hope Cam thinks so too. We shall see. If not, it's really easy for me to turn it back off, and I'm basically done, so Don't Starve's a bit hard on mouse and keyboard. Is it really? Interesting. I didn't know that. Attacking sucks on mouse and keyboard. It's always funny to me when like some games the fuck? Choose to make life what the fuck, man? Choose to make life difficult for mouse and keyboard players for like what reason? Usually it's never a good one. It's reversed for you. It's easier on mouse and keyboard for you. Ignore me, chat. I'm forgetting how to use my clone tool because I'm tired. For real, for real. Blaming the Eep, because what else am I going to blame at this point? Why not fucking... Dude, dog, come on. Lucky. Lucky, I need you to lock in for like 2 minutes. You're basically done. You resume your drawing journey tomorrow. Tomorrow's so far away, though. Ta-da! Okay. And then I go back to here, grab me pen. What are we replicating on mouse and keyboard? The fucking combat stuff? viicccii MFer. My camera be tweaking for my kids' room, yikers. Oh, Night Rain's putting you on a hiatus? Ruh-roh. Fucking video games, they'll get you. While you were busy studying the blade, I was studying the pen. Or some shit, I don't fucking know. You're used to mapping keyboard controls on a controller, so you assume the opposite's possible? I mean, I would think so. It's just maybe like a comfort difference. I know some games on mouse and keyboard are super uncomfortable on pad and vice versa. Oh my god, I'm like, yeah, we're cooked, chat. It's over. It's so fucking over. We gotta call it here soon. Nah, I gotta call it here soon anyways. Cute. Next part of drawing is just breaking your anatomy. I believe in you. It'll be work, but I believe in you. Fuck. Well, we tried. Do this then. When you were busy studying the blade, I was also studying in the blade. We were in the same class. That's some shit straight out of like a fucking comedy manga or something, I swear. Take this. Go here. You shade. You have mediocre shading posted if I want to look at it. Sheesh. Don't tempt me with a good time. Just tempt me with a long time. Give me 1 minute though, because fucking reasons, okay? Why are you who's asking? Who the fuck is asking? I'm not. Mind your own motherfucking bit. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Surely there's a way to go to filter colors. Nope. Adjust. I need to finish this tonight. Oh no. Okay. So I feels like you were engrossed. You two were engrossed studying the blade. Everybody's studying the fucking blade. No. Where did Gal post this? Let's see. I moved Are you talking about the hand thing? The hand mouth thing? I didn't think that was mediocre. I didn't like fucking inspect it or anything. I should probably say gal. Where the shading's messed up? I mean, is it though? Is it though? Is it really though? Why do I hate myself? Could the brush stop rotating for 3.5 fucking seconds, please? Thank you very much. Jesus fucking Christ. Jeez. Oh. Gonna start tweaking. Just watching HC reload in front of someone after a wall break. Yeah, that'll happen from time to time. You don't want to be on this planet anymore? It's just the fact of life, you know? HC's got no fucking respect. They're just doing their own thing, you know? Okay. This. Whoopsies. Wrong thing. Might be. Calm down. Let me see something. Hey, MFer. Choose the right color next time, MFer. Actually, let's see where it is. And then I need the, what's it called? I need the brush back. That's what it's called. Whoops. Today. You don't think so, but today. Get for the RNG. More sun. Yeah, it's a little crazy to get that a second time. You're like the king of multiple samesies per stream. Horrible. Yeah, it might be dog. It just keeps going and going and going. Why is this one specifically? Not looking as old as I needed to. There we go. Bang! Computer's fucking screeching at me. Well, that's nice. Okay. This would be a nice thing for them for her to wake up to in the morning. Hopefully. Pictures, screenshots. Oh. textureless version of the book. Yippee. Helps if I could spell. No, I spelled that right. I'm just dumb. Maybe. The degens at TNS need to stop playing Birthday Train. Yeah, but it's funny to them, you know? They got a case of the sillies and they'll never let go. Because now it's a meme. Very nice. Well is in fact a deep subject. I was spitting when I said that. Fucking fantastic timing, by the by. I truly could not have timed that better if I actually tried. I am going to say a big thank you very much to everybody who came out to Digimon and everybody who came out to the LNL portion tonight. Also massive fucking shout outs to the real ones. Both Nia and Shoes for rating me. My brain blanked out, I'm sorry. It's always nice to yap at y'all and see y'all, and when you raid me, that's obviously very, very kind of you, trust me. But for everyone who's here, I hope you have a lovely rest of your night. I'm gonna go take my night meds and expeditiously pass the fuck out. Tomorrow I'm doing some Valheim collab with a bunch of people. That's gonna be tight. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Have a good night. Bye bye.
On nostalgia, yeah. It's literally a monopoly.